Hello everyone and welcome to my first video of 2019. So basically I'm just gonna kind of have this video as a kind of a response because at school, well, I'm on break right now, but like for the past two and a half years that I've been doing YouTube on this channel and my old channel, um, I've basically been doing film along with other things, and basically collecting action figures and Legos and stuff. Now, why have I, a 15-year-old, about to be 16, well, basically a 16-year-old, collect? Why am I collecting all of this stuff? Why do I have all these toys? These are baby toys, These are, well, not baby toys, but like these are toys for kids, for around like 8 to 13, 14 year olds, Aren't you getting a little too old for Legos and action figures and stuff? I hear that all the time, at like school or stuff. And I wouldn't say necessarily like bullying, but like it'd be like a cause for a joke, well, Shane still plays with Legos and stuff like that. And I don't consider myself someone who plays with Legos just to, like play with them or like builds, like random crap, you know. Maybe if I'm like talking on the phone or like I'm watching a video and I just want to do something with my hands, maybe I'll like, just like be like putting pieces together or taking them apart and putting them together back and forth and stuff like that. Just kind of like small multitasking type things. But I wouldn't say that I'm like someone who like would sit down for hours and just have fun with my Legos or my action figures. I don't really do that. Now what I do is I will take some figures out of my boxes which are over here, and like I'd start to brainstorm some future projects that I might do, and by brainstorming I take out, let's like my most recent one was just yesterday, and it was with Spider-Man, and I was thinking about the plot. So I take out Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, Harry Osborn, Norman Osborn, all that stuff, and I'd basically play out of scene, like some scenes that I would like to make, and then I'd write it down on my iPad right here on this Google Docs document that I have. It's called Future Movie Notes, and after I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that will work. I want to do that. I want to actually that should be a part of it. So instead of having to write the whole script and then I'm writing scripts out of order, I have that Google Doc called Future Movie Notes where since like I'm writing the Winter Soldier still right now, but like because Spider-Man is down the line, like I'm just like brainstorming like what could be happening with Spider-Man. Now you could be saying to yourself, why not just do like live action stuff? Now there are really mainly two reasons, all right, and that's money, and then the lack of people near me. Like most of my subscribers don't live in Dallas, Texas, right, or St. Louis or whatever. They come from all over to watch on YouTube an application or a website on their computer or phone. So when I want people to be in my films, like my most recent live action film, well, yeah, I think that was Superdog 2, and that was like a year ago, year and a half ago at this point, almost 2 years. It's 2019 now. And that had a cast of me, Jacob, Jonathan, Jeff, John, and I think that's all who came to shoot. Oh, and then my friend Ike, and then Camden. Oh, and one of my other friends. He was also in it, but we never got there to that point where he shot before we ended up just not doing that movie. So, and then of course Coco, but he's not really a person, and he also lived at my house, so like he couldn't really say no to doing it. But yeah, so that's 7 people, all right, and let's just you can go out of my Avengers stop motion, right? You want to say, oh, why don't you just do it in live action? Why do you have to use action figures and stuff like that? So we need someone. Now these are all adults, all right. I'm not doing like kid Tony Stark or whatever or any of that stuff because that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna need, and first off, my mom would have to be cool with this. Me hanging out with all these adults, all right. I'll need a person who looks like Tony Stark, a big muscular dude to play Thor, a big muscular dude to play Captain America. I need to have application or something on my MacBook like Cinema 4D to make the Hulk and the Hulkbuster and the city. Well, not really the city, but like any buildings that get destroyed. That's already a lot of money. That's my second point. And then actors that even if they were available, I'd probably have to pay them for that, and that ties in with money. And it's a lot. It's really a lot. So when I get the question, or like when someone's joking around like, you collect Legos, or why are you using Legos? Why do you have so many Legos? Why are you playing with Legos? You're like 16. I don't play with them, all right? Now, here's another thing in money before I finish this off really quick. So the Spider-Man movie that I was just brainstorming yesterday, I don't even know where it is. Oh, here it is. That Spider-Man movie has... I gotta put it back together because I was seeing which legs would work the best for this figure. But the Spider-Man movie has 3 suits. Alright? These are the 3 suits that I'm using. That Spider-Man movie has 3 suits. That's 3 different suits that I'm gonna have to make. Alright? And that's a lot of money. Like, you can buy Spider-Man suits. Like, I've seen them on Instagram and stuff like that. But I know those aren't cheap. I know that's probably like $100 at least. And for that $100, you know how many Spider-Man action figures or minifigures I could... Well, not really much action figures. It's more like 5 Spider-Man action figures. But you know how many Spider-Man minifigures I can get? About 100. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe 99 or 98. But about 100 for $100 or a little bit more than that. So, I'm just saying it saves money that I don't really have in the first place, or that I should or could be using for other stuff. And I am gonna do live action projects and stuff like that to the future and for the future. And that's gonna tie into my next video, which is gonna be the films that I'm planning on releasing in the next 2 years, 2019 and 2020. So like the next year, 2 years, and because next Monday, because today is Tuesday, so in 6 days, I'm starting school again, and half of my day is going to be at the Career Center in a class called AV Production, Audio and Video Production, which is basically like a film class. So half of my day, when I go back to school, the first half of my day at school, instead of doing math or science or whatever, even though I love science, but instead of doing that, I'm going to be learning how to make films. I'm going to be learning how to make better movies and all that stuff, learning all the applications and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure, the school gets like a discount on like all those editing things that you have on your Mac or a computer. So, that could be beneficial for me for my actual films. So, who knows? But yeah, that's really it. Either later on today or tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing a video, which is going to be my schedule. Well, not really schedule, like the schedule of films that I'm going to release. So yeah, I got to think of some dates. I got to finalize some dates. I already have a lot of ideas for when I'm releasing the Avengers stop motion or whatever. But yeah, so that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and see you guys next time. Peace.